Look at you. Look at you, little parasitic fucking joke, thinking you could possibly stand up to a god. A benevolent being so far above you, you could not even conceptualize or fathom the reach of my existence. For in order to do so, your mind would be blown into 1,000 pieces, your every fiber of your being shaken to its very core. I do what I do out of the goodness of my heart, but quite frankly, seeing the disgusting slob that you are makes me rethink my kindness, makes me rethink my generosity, because with a face that fucking ugly, with a face only a mother could love, you're not worth saving. You look like something I'd draw with my left fucking hand. You're absolutely petrifyingly horrific, and that is not an understatement. You let down everybody you know. You've let me down more times than you can fucking count. You are the biggest disappointment the world has ever known. You are the biggest disappointment to everybody you know personally. Now, I could spend the duration of our time together telling you exactly how you failed at every turn, at every nook and cranny, because I know. But quite frankly, I don't have the time nor the crayons to explain it to your dumb ass. Seriously, if the Catholic fucking Church saw you, they would start promoting abortions. Immediately following your birth, your mother saw you wrapped in blankets, cradled you in the nook of her arm, and was immediately filled with the biggest sense of regret the poor woman had ever known. She immediately looked up to the sky, up to the All-Father sitting on the clouds above, and wished for one thing: the ability to go back in time, and instead of letting that pathetic failure of a father of yours nut inside her, she wished she could have just swallowed the fucking load, because you were not worth 9 months of pain, 9 months of torture, 9 months of hardship. Your disgustingly pitiful, underwhelming ass is not worth anybody's time. You're not worth the fucking time that I'm taking out of my day to talk about you. But you know what? As you sit there not able to see your dick and unable to see it for the last 8 years because of how fucking fat and gelatinous you are, a walking fucking bowl of jello, you have to waddle, can barely wipe your ass, any hope, and I mean any hope, of a woman putting her mouth anywhere near your penis disappeared around the time you finished your 8th donut before 11 a.m. You are a societal leech, but not only that, you are a toxic social media leech, because I know what you're doing. First, you were sad. You felt the weight of my words hit you in the fucking gut like buckshot from my fucking 12 gauge. But now, you've receded back into denial, so you're angrily typing a little comment. Actually, it won't be a little comment at all. You fucking clowns are noteworthy for your paragraphs upon paragraphs, your basic fucking college essays you're dumping into my comments section, explaining why you're right and I'm wrong. Well, spoiler alert, doesn't matter how long the essay you write is, doesn't matter how many breaks and paragraphs and sentences and exclamation points and F-bombs you use, it will not eradicate the point that I have accomplished more in one day than you have in a lifetime. If God himself transferred 1/10 of my power, 1/10 of my capability, or 1/10 of my potential to you and gave you a fucking eon, you still could not produce. You still could not replicate. You still could not create an ounce of what I've done over the last 3 years. And do you want to know why? Do you want to know why that is? You can argue grit, you can argue determination, you can argue will, you can argue discipline, and all of that's true. But there's one single fact, one single solitary fact that you're neglecting. You, from the moment you were born and your mother realized her mistake, were destined for failure. And you do not have the capability or the capacity to change your circumstances. Me, I was born in the shit and I dug myself out. I'm that great. I have that capability. I have that know-how. I have that knowledge. I have that power. I have that discipline. I have that capability. I have that raw fucking energy, that pure drive that you lack. And that is why your BMI is north of 40. That is why your IQ is lower than your shoe size. That is why you can only dream of attaining a fucking drop of what I produce on the daily. The golden nectar that I spew into this microphone is meant for consumption. But the truth is, I have to segment these videos out in very low doses because if you were to take in my greatness, if you were to stand in my presence, you would immediately shit yourself. You would be in absolute awe. There's a reason I can't show my face, and it's not because I'm hiding behind a screen. It's because if you saw how fucking handsome I was, how chiseled my jaw is, how perfect my 5 o'clock shadow is, how fucking beautiful my hair is, how stylized my outfits are, how amazing I look top to bottom. I have 8-pack abs. My flaccid cock is longer than yours at its most erect. If you were to take all that in, you would have no reason to continue on in this existence. So I'm shielding you and doing you a favor, but the truth is sometimes you need to hear the facts, and the facts are this. You're the byproduct of too much alcohol and a gas station condom. The best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress. You will never amount to anything. You could never amount to anything. I mean, really? Out of 100 million sperm, 100 million, you were the fastest. My God, do yourself a favor and do not procreate. Your gene pool is the shallowest shit I have ever seen. If my dog had a face like yours, I'd shave his ass and teach him to walk backwards because you are simply incapable of producing anything that could be considered resembling success, resembling positivity, resembling positive societal contribution. You don't know the meaning of the word, and you never will. You're a leech. You live in the comments of my videos, and quite frankly, I'm selling my house. I don't need to live here anymore because I live in your head rent-free. So as you're done typing your 20,000 word college essay in my comments about how I'm the failure and how you're the one in the right and how you're successful and how I'm an idiot and I'm a troll and you're completely justified and you're none of the things I accused you of, pause before you hit the submit button and ask yourself this. Get your fat ass up out of your chair, waddle to your fucking mirror, wipe away the grime and the hardened toothpaste that's populating that reflective surface, and ask yourself this. Are you happy in what you see? You know you're not. You know you're not. So then you walk your 500-pound ass that looks like chewed bubblegum back to that straining office chair. You plop your fat ass down, and you delete that comment. You say, Dead Metal, you know what? You were right. I was wrong. And I'm going to come out to the next Dead Metal Live, and I'm going to donate because you not only showed me the truth, you not only showed me the light, you not only showed me the error of my ways, but you handed me my ass on a platter. You ripped me a new asshole, the likes nobody has ever done before, and I needed that because I am a sensitive-ass snowflake. I was raised by two pussies who can't handle constructive criticism, much less being told what their flaws are and then actively working on correcting it. I grew up in a generation of pussies, the entire world now completely engrossed in PC, politically correct culture because of my generation, and Dead Metal, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to work twice as hard for little to no donations at saving this world, and I, as of today, am no longer going to be actively partaking in the downfall of society. Now, you do that, maybe we can talk. But until then, you're just a pathetic, useless piece of shit that has no more value than the fucking trash can sitting at the end of my driveway. Matter of fact, I value that trash can more than I value you. You want to know why? Because that trash can serves a goddamn purpose. Once a week, some underpaid grunt picks it up and dumps the shit I don't want into the back of a truck where it proceeds to be crushed to smithereens. You think you could ever do something that productive? No, you're going to sit in your mother's basement and waste away for the next 40 years telling yourself that, you know what, maybe you'll get to those dreams and aspirations tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'm out here doing everything you want to do on the fucking daily.